Whoa, wake the fuck up, people. I know there's way more complaints against Vermont State Police troopers. And believe me when I tell you, I've got more than what they're claiming, just ones that I filed in regards to Vermont State Police, ex-Chief of Police Jeffrey Noyce, and many others to include Border Patrol agents. So, here you go. Who are the fucking retards now? And you wonder why? You wonder why I keep on tail of the police and report everything I know is because they're out here hurting our families. And it was my niece that was just missing, listed a couple weeks ago. Mind you, my daughter went missing from Island Pond, Vermont. My niece went missing from Island Pond, Vermont. Who found my niece? Who found my daughter? It wasn't the police that found my daughter. And I bet it wasn't the police that found my niece. But I guarantee it was the police that knew exactly what happened. And I bet you people should start wondering, worrying, and start investigating yourselves. Why is it that Island Pond, Vermont seems to be the hub for disappearances of children and women? Can you answer that for me, please? All you got to do is Google the information like I'm going to. I'm going to share a little bit with you, and then it's up to you to figure out the rest. Yeah, well, let me tell you something, Concord, New Hampshire. Somebody's in a lot of trouble because I filed high-risk protection orders, and I had until April 7th to answer to them. I answered to them, didn't I? But what happened after that? What happened after I left the courthouse? Can you answer that? After filing high-risk protection orders against my perpetrators, being the police, politicians, and their do-boys, obviously there's a hitman roaming around, and noting that they use their drones and such, I guarantee it goes back to the Seacoast con man and the perpetrators, predators, and pedophiles, perverts, child molesters, and murderers up in Island Pond, Northeast Kingdom, Vermont.
Her story appeared on the Today Show for a week at the time. 6 days after she disappeared, her body was found wrapped in a rug at the bottom of a dam on the Connecticut River, barely a half a mile from her home in Stewartstown, NH.
Do you know who the stepfather is? In another Connecticut River murder of a young child? The half-brother of Jeffrey Noyce, the ex-chief of police of Island Pond, Vermont. Listen, people. My own niece, not Selena, but Sierra Bishop. She was missing. Who found her? And do you understand? It all ties in to Island Pond and to the same people. I keep on asking, requesting, and suggesting that you people stand the fuck up and start safeguarding the community. Because you see, ex-chief of police Jeffrey Noyce, he still has not been charged, and the victims have not been deposed. Curious to find out who did the autopsy. Another fucking competency ruling. It was no fucking mystery. Jeffrey Noyce, ex-chief of police, being the half-brother of the killer, okay? He was also the police in Canaan, Vermont. And you people call me a fucking liar about what happened to my own daughter and what's happening to me? Remind you. And again, he has not been set for trial. The male went missing. Cases got dismissed. My daughter was abused. My grandson was put into DCF custody. And then what? The charges of impeding an officer and everything that they did to my daughter, the charges have been dismissed, people. That means her son should have already been returned to her. However, her son should have never been taken to anybody or given to anybody. She should have never lost her son, nor should have any mother have ever lost their child. The state kidnapped your children like they did mine in 2007. And they tried it to the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes, they were quick enough because there's so many of them. They were able to save their children. I fought every single day. I made it to the courtroom. I did everything I was supposed to do, and I fought my case to get my children back. I shouldn't have ever had to done that, right? So I'm telling you people, when I say There's a lot of corruption and corrosion, and there's a lot more to go. What about all the disappearances of women that's not being talked about? What about the ex-Vermont state trooper who lives in Brighton Island Pond that's a sex offender? Okay? Why is it Vermont State Police, Derby Barracks, and they're the ones putting my picture, plastering my picture, gang stalking me, obviously targeting me, and not even properly investigating, but you want to spread my face everywhere? Why would you want to do that? In order to suppress evidence and silence me. That's the only fucking reason, because back in 2021, the judge already ruled. I didn't do anything that you said I've done. Here's to show you I'm not the only one in pursuit of justice. See, you really have to dig to get this information, people. They're not going to just hand it to you. They're not going to knock on your fucking door and say, hey, this trooper is under investigation. Although they should, because you're the one that pays for them. You're the one that is their boss. We, the people, are in charge of the police, the firing, the hiring, and the voting of the criminal fucking politicians, including the state's attorneys. And then they deem murderous police, and I say murderous, it's my opinion and it's my right to say so because it's my constitutional right to say so. Why is it that he's deemed a fucking hero after he had been in a shooting in Berlandy? So again, I'm going to kindly ask and suggest all of you that are being harassed, terrorized, gang stalked, get together. Meet at a library at 11 o'clock every Saturday, wherever you are. Get to a library for a meeting every Saturday, and you will see who is there initiating the meeting. And it's all about gang stalking, terrorizing, as well as filing lawsuits. You will have somebody there that will assist you in filing lawsuits in civil manner for violations of your rights in all manners, your constitutional rights, your human rights, your civil rights, your disability rights, and just so many rights that you just don't even know about, people. So again, every Saturday, I'm suggesting strongly that you go to a library at 11 o'clock a.m. if you are a targeted individual, and you meet with the group that's going to be there, because it's going to happen, and it starts today, April 11th, 2025, 11 a.m. Your local libraries will have somebody there that can meet with you and help you initiate and start the filings. That's the only way you're going to get justice, is if you flood the courtroom with the right to violate everybody who's violated you. Your constitutional rights, your human rights, your civil rights, your disability rights. And if you want an example, if you've been arrested, that's a violation of your rights, because I guarantee they didn't investigate properly before they arrested you. Violation USC 242 1983. Violation of due process. And then there's so many more that go along with that. USC 18 240, 242, 241. And if you want to know about the constitutional ones, it'd be your amendment right number 1, 2, 4, 6, and 14. Maybe the others in between, but for sure, those are violated every single time a cop comes to you. So, again, if you're tired of being violated, if you're tired of being harassed, if you're tired of just walking down the street and having police pop up on you, or driving down the road. Remember, everybody has the right to travel. So unless you've broken the law, for instance, if a cop just reads your license plate and comes up on you because they read your license plate, that's a violation, people. That's a violation of your First Amendment right. Then it violates your Second Amendment right, but definitely your Fourth and Sixth, and then your 14th. So again, you need to know that you have the constitutional right. It's a human right. You have the right to travel. And they don't have the right to illegally surveil you. So if they're reading your plate and then they pull you over and you know that you haven't done anything wrong, you're traveling down the road, whether your car's state legal or not, if they've pulled you over, people, it's a violation of your rights. It's harassment. If they charge you with anything, you can get it dismissed. Take it to the fucking courtroom. Again, meet people at the library, 11 a.m. every Saturday. Look around you and ask, hey, are you here like me? That's all you have to say. Are you here like me? And there's your clue. Thank you. Have a great day.